V66, the beat goes on.
So I think it's cool to have people trying to document just important cultural things. This is how they happen.
V66 Celebrity Open House.
We're the Del Fuegos, your pals from outer space.
Join us this week on Celebrity Open House.
To connect what was happening in Boston and New England at that time with that channel to the larger state of the arts as it was and as it moves forward, and music and community. I think, you know, there are a lot of themes that are possible in there.
It's almost on like that same level as like, you know, the Kennedy assassination and first time man on the moon or 9/11, because you're like, oh yeah, I remember where I was. Maybe not that level, but sorry.
Get the chance to talk about V66 is a big deal, because the fact of the matter is a whole bunch of people got together and they achieved something. And it made a big difference to a lot of us, and that should be remembered, and that should be, you know, that respect should be paid.
I'm V66 music director Roxy Myzal.
We were only around for such a short period of time, but you know, it's amazing what an impact, you know, we made on so many people.
V66, 6 to 10.
I was shocked when they said that we're doing a documentary on V66. It was like, okay, why? But then as this started to unfold, I mean, I looked at blogs, I looked at all these people that were, yeah, I remember growing up on V66, yeah, I remember that guy, yeah, I remember when they did this, I remember that. I mean, like hundreds. And they wanted to do this documentary. I said, it's a wonderful thing, come on down.
Sundays at 6, Bob and Zip.
I mean, it really was, in its own little way, very iconic and a real precursor to a lot of the media that's out there today.
So I'm Tracy Cox in for David O'Leary today.
I was absolutely shocked that anyone remembered V66.
That somebody was actually going to make a documentary about it, in my mind, helps validate what I saw was so special about the opportunity in the first place, and helps validate, in my mind, all the effort that people put into putting on a good show. It was a special moment in time, and someone's taking the time to actually document it.
To stop and think about somebody actually documenting this certain period in time, this, you know, year and a half, 2 years that this station was around is a really cool thing.
V66, to those people who watched it meant as much to them as it did to the people who worked there. And the fact that there are people who were 9, 10 years old when V66 was on the air, who now want to revisit everything that happened in that brief span of time, in that 2 years where it was on the air, couldn't be more exciting and really couldn't be more rewarding for anybody who worked there.
V66 celebrates 66 days on the air.
I think that this documentary is going to give a lot of credit to a lot of people who deserve a lot of credit.
Everybody had that one mission in mind, and that is we're going to create the greatest local music television ever. And I think, you know, we did it for a little while.
Boston Beat with Ian O'Malley, tonight on V66, the beat of Boston.
You know, it was Boston, and I'm glad it's being recognized, so I'm more than happy to be part of this, because I look back at it now and I'm like, hey John, hey Arnie, hey David Beadle, thanks for the ride, and more importantly, thanks Boston. You know, you can't ask for better music fans in the world.